hot thrusters.
Hello listeners, it's your old pal Terrible Tom Crowley here, reminding you that Crowley Time Live will be back at the Edinburgh Fringe this year for one night only. At 8:10pm on Wednesday the 19th of August 2026 in the Pleasance Courtyard upstairs, we'll be performing the latest live episode, sci-fi epic Link's Gambit, one final time. And I can now confirm that our guest cast will be the incredible Kieran Hodgson, returning to Crowley Time Live to make his only appearance at this year's Fringe, and the sensational Freya Parker, of Lazy Susan, Deep Cover, The MASH Report, and countless other comedy gems. Last year at Edinburgh was an absolute blast, and it would be wonderful to see such a lovely big crowd of Fringe-going Crowley pals up there again. That's 8:10pm on Wednesday the 19th of August 2026. As ever, go to live.crowleytime.com to check out all the upcoming live dates and book your tickets, and I'll see you in a space year not so very far away. And now... In times of struggle, we must remember those who make others struggle for them. The hobbers, the nobbers, the war grave robbers, those who squat on the world's economy like an enormous pulsating leech. They are the Faces of Conquest. Greetings and welcomes, listeners, to something a little bit different. In previous summer seasons, me, Tom Crowley, have sought out do-gooders and good-doers in my investigative side series, Faces of Virtue. But after 4 years of seeking out good people with noble intentions and bags of ambition, I can't find any anymore. It's quite depressing, that. But just as I was worrying that the podcast feed would sit lifeless and empty for the next 2 months, I got an interesting pitch. It was from Tez Tucker, who regular listeners will know is a billionaire of my acquaintance, who went to my school and came back when I was 15 to do a talk about how much money he makes. He told me he was getting jealous of all these Diary of an Executive and How to Do Money and My CEO Wrote a Porno and all those shows, wanker podcasts basically. And he said it was about time that he had one of his own, as he is the CEO of CEOs. Literally, he owns a global corporation that employs all the world's CEOs. I don't know what he gets out of it. I think he just likes to say that he's their boss. Anyway, Tez said that he knew of loads of business leaders, entrepreneurs, and wealth creators who would make perfect interview subjects for such a show. So, it is with huge trepidation and partial regret that I present to you... Faces of Conquest! With him, Tez Tucker. Oh, although Tez did source his own sponsor, so that's something. Brought to you by Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. Christ. Jesus Christ. Anyway, for this first episode, Tez met up with two top lads, not my words, P.T. Woodhouse and Sam Smattering, also known professionally as the Muddle Men. And here's what they talked about. Many thanks to Jack Bernhardt and Tobi Wilson for putting us in touch with P.T. and Sam. What's up, conquistadors? This is Faces of Conquest with me, Tez Tucker, second richest being on the Earth after the Earth itself, because it contains so many natural resources that we have not yet depleted. I'm here recording from my apartment, my London digs in the peak of the Shard, or the foreskin, as I affectionately call it, and I'm here talking to two absolute madmen. They are Sam Smattering and P.T. Woodhouse, and together they are known as...
The Muddle Men.
The Muddle Men.
Wasn't quite in sync.
Yeah.
Now listen, maybe you could start a video website where you could upload a video of you saying the Muddle Men successfully in sync when you manage it one day.
If.
Well, you know, yeah, you got to speculate to accumulate that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
did you just make that up?
Sorry, there was a bird went by. There's all glass in here. You see.
Was that speculation?
No, there was a real bird. That was, it went by.
He speculated a bird out of his brain.
And now he's going to accumulate a bird.
I think he's accumulated quite a lot of birds, if you ask me.
A lot of birds are hitting the windows.
Enough about our Leicester Square nights, all right, BT?
Oh, bloody hell, hey! I'm very good at sex. Have you guys been hanging out with Atme?
No. So the Muddlemen, now this is a really singular, disruptive
Jesus
concept.
Christ, another bird just hit the window.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, we're really high up here and the walls are all glass, so they will... I mean, you know...
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and it sounds like a machine gun in here sometimes, honestly.
Jesus, the blood. Do you got windscreen wipers out
Yeah,
there?
there's a man, he goes on a trolley up and down, and he should be around in a couple of minutes. It's a squeegee. Anyway, so I don't know his name. So the Muddlemen is... The Muddlemen is a business that you two started up. Absolutely wicked that you've done that. Optimizing your potentiality as business thinkers and strategy futurists. And so I just want to know, where did the idea come from, guys? Where did it come from?
Well, we've been at university. We were at university together, at school together.
Yeah.
A long time
Which one
ago.
or both?
Both. Well, actually, we did a thing called Combo University School.
You do it all in 5 years.
Do it all
Really?
in 5 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's optimized.
Yeah.
School University. I would have
University,
called it, if I was in that think tank, I would have called it that.
I think they call it
Fucking hell, that's brilliant. Write that down.
Uniul.
Uniul.
Which doesn't work.
No, that's
Wow.
worse.
Certainly doesn't work.
At first reaction is that is appalling, but
It's really
how
bad.
disruptive is it that it's that bad? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It stays in your brain.
It sure does.
We went to Uniul together. And we've always been we're sort of kindred spirits, I would say.
Well, we
aren't
knew that business was in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, certainly.
Were you studying business?
No.
No, I really can't overstate how much we weren't.
Oh, you didn't do any studying at all?
No,
Right,
no,
okay.
oh, certainly not. That's not what you go to Uniul for.
No, it was really just a kind of shop.
Yeah, I see. So you go like this degree, that degree,
Yeah,
PhD, MD. Yeah,
exactly.
gotcha.
If you have enough money, they will
They
give
will
you
give you the
They
degree.
eventually-
Yeah.
And they'll say you're smart now.
Yeah.
Now you're smart.
Do they say like, "Well done, mate. Really good job. You're already smart."
Yeah. We put the
I might
robe.
look into
We
that.
actually wore the robes, the degree ceremony robes, the whole 5 years, didn't we?
We did. We were we went in saying we've got these already. We've paid for them. We might as well get some wearing out of it.
We
Yeah.
stank. by
Yeah,
the
I
end.
bet.
Really,
I bet.
really
Yeah,
awful.
really. You don't watch
We went
those
through
things.
puberty during that phase. So
Oh yeah, you're going to really stink.
really think about how much we would have smelt.
Just links Africa.
Well, I did.
That is a good point. I'm yet to go through puberty. Yes, that is right.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you can sort of tell, can't you?
I've heard a lot of people saying that's a really good strategy, actually, for business, because there are so many distracting hormones and thoughts you have.
So, any business must have at least one person who is in a frozen
arrested
state
state, yeah.
of puberty.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's a prime. That's one
So
of
you
our
want to
main.
start puberty but not finish it. You
Oh,
want to be like
certainly. You
really
wanna-
confusing first couple of years.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
why our first book is called The Soprano Eunuch Businessman.
Wow. I mean, it's
It's 2020. What year is it?
2026 at the moment. I
20,
think.
21, 20.
Hang on, let me just check Big Ben. They've had a little date window installed.
Oh, there's a little cuckoo clock
I think
that comes out.
It's quite hard to see.
Only people who are at the very top of the shard can see it, though. I think.
Yeah, there's a
You would
separate
not
level.
believe what the bongs of Big Ben can bong these days.
Guys, look, we could chat cheese like a couple of ragamuffins all day. Do you know what I mean? A couple, of course, being 2 or 3. So we could do that all day if we wanted to, and I do. But I also want to get straight down to the porridge here. Do you know what I mean? I'm talking about optimization. I'm talking about innovation in a space, and your space is meetings. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. So we came up with this idea together. We realised quite early on that we are not good at business.
Right.
We realised, what are we good at? We're good at being bad in meetings.
Oh,
Right,
we're
okay.
so good at that. We are
Yeah.
optimum at that. We're just very bad at being in meetings.
Yeah.
We, when we're together, make them go on forever.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
can
I'm getting a
stretch-
taste of that right now.
Yeah.
I can stretch a work coffee, out into a retreat.
What about a casual coffee?
Casual coffee, that's a 3-day brainstorm.
Wow. Okay. This is really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
This is really sparking stuff off in my brain.
Yeah, so if you can be really terrible in a meeting
Yeah.
for a long time, eventually people must think there has to be a reason you're there.
You're in the meeting. Yeah. I
So,
see.
This is what we do. We find out meetings are going on, at various businesses, various places of our work.
Yeah.
We turn up and we
You got to wear a lanyard, though.
gotta wear a lanyard.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
go in with our fancy lanyards. We sit down at the meeting and we just start asking questions.
I won't wear lanyards. I can't
Why
do
not?
lanyards because they upset my natural rhythms and
Circadian
balance.
rhythm.
That's right. And so my life coach tells me that any sort of thing, if you wear a watch on one hand, Brother, you better watch on the other hand as well.
Oh, sure,
Because if you're out of
yes.
balance, then your thoughts are not going to be optimized.
Is that why you've got one on each wrist, one on each ankle, and one around your neck?
That's exactly correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Add a lanyard to that, the whole thing is screwed city.
He's the richest man I know because time is money.
That's right. Exactly. And speaking of time being money, you spend lots of it in meetings.
We do, and we waste people's time and money.
Yeah.
The point being...
We are the
I've completely
Muddlemen.
forgotten what it was. I'm so sorry.
Muddlemen.
I'm so sorry. If you don't do the countdown, I can't do it.
3, 2, 1.
The Muddleman!
Sorry,
Muddleman.
The Muddleman!
So you're there. You've got your lanyards, or maybe I could create some sort of hover lanyard that could be suspended in front of my torso.
Never used the other lanyard.
Well, maybe we
Never
could
used
look into it. Get the
Pin
lab
it to
boys
your
on
forehead.
Or we could pin completely symmetrically to his forehead. We could do that.
Tattoo a
you
lanyard.
know what?
Round his watch.
Hairband, balance it right on the top of your head, keep everything in equilibrium.
Oh, you do have
Oh.
thick, lustrous hair.
I certainly do. I certainly do. Freshly imported from Turkey. If you get my
very,
meaning.
very good.
Of course. Sorry, guys, but unless I do put this out publicly, I'm not getting my stipend from Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. Okay, so I am not going to be receiving my check in the post for presenting this podcast if I don't release it publicly. So anything you want to not be said out loud in public,
Oh, I thought-
just don't say it.
We might have to start again.
What do you mean put this out?
Okay, let's start again.
Like on the telly?
You know all those times when you just feel totally content and happy with your life and just think about how much money you've got?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, at least Sam's with me. PT, I think you've got to try it sometime. But
Well, I mean, my life's been agony for quite some time. As,
Well,
as
well, yeah.
previously discussed. Oh, well, sorry.
Good point.
If we're pretending that like that hasn't happened, yes, I do understand. I also have lots of sex and fully working sexual organs.
what I'm saying is that, you know those times when you just think to yourself, God, I'm great, how wonderful my life is.
Yeah.
The normals out there, those that live below the 47th floor,
Yeah.
they need something to fill that time because they can't do that. I understand. They can't go, I've got all the money in the world because
Right.
they haven't got it.
Right, yeah.
So they're there.
Because I do. Then you-
Yeah, as we all understand.
As we do, yeah.
That's right. So they'll listen to just like, I don't know, someone saying, oh, I saw a film, or do you know what I like is knitting, or just any old inane rubbish.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
And like
Well-
how to make $1 billion.
Well, like that's kind of what we're doing here, honestly.
Yeah,
That's what
right,
this
right,
kind of
right,
show's
right.
all about. So, you
Oh, wait, hang on. If they have $1 billion, will I still have $1 billion?
it depends where they got their $1 billion. If they found
can't-
it,
They can't have mine.
no. Well, you keep hold of yours, and we'll see how they all get on.
I keep
So
I keep it with me all the time.
Listen, this is sort of off the record, but honestly, with this program, I'm sort of just helping out, like scummy little Tom Crowley, okay? Because he needs what they call content
Is
for
it a
his
tax break?
No, he actually as a man, I have declared him as a tax write-off. To be honest,
Hello.
you want to look into that because that's pretty good.
Human tax write-off.
Human
That's
tax write-off.
very clever.
That's innovation.
He is an expense. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Oh, and expendable.
Well, in many ways.
An expendable expense.
That's right. So that's what we're doing here. Is we're just maybe we're not necessarily teaching everyone how to make $1 billion because, as we know, you have to be incredibly skilled and imaginative to do that. But what we can do is help them to.
And you have to have $1 billion to start with.
Yeah,
That's true,
ideally, yeah. Then you've got it. Yeah.
That's what they say, is that you've got to have $1 billion to have $1 billion. That's another really central tenet of our business concept, really. Is
You've got to
Yeah.
have
you've
money
gotta
to have money.
Yeah. To have money, you need money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Easy.
So so that's what we're doing here. We're not necessarily teaching them that they can do that as well, because obviously, the insects they can't.
Yeah.
But what we can teach them is here's the stuff that we do to make our amazing lives even better, and then they can maybe take their lives from like a 0.5 to a 1. Now, this new business idea. So you've actually had a few different operations in the past, as I remember.
Oh yeah. We worked our way through, didn't we? Yeah.
We've had a lot of business ventures. A
lot of ventures,
both our dads were successful businessmen.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to copy in their stead for a number of years now. We started by, digging.
Digging. No G.
No G.
Just digging.
Digging.
Yeah, what we do is we'd apply for a council plot of land,
Or any
Yeah.
land, yeah.
an
any land.
allotment, if
Right.
you would,
Allotment often.
Right.
and then we just dig.
Just dig.
Yeah.
Just dig. Because turns out, I'm pretty sure something's going to turn up. Could be oil. Could be
Yeah.
water. Could be gold.
My granddad used to love his allotment. He used to really
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
He was down there all the time, messing
Where was it?
about,
Did he-
digging up.
Where was it?
They called it Kenya. So he used to be down there all the time. He'd be digging stuff up,
lovely.
and chasing people away off it,
Yeah, lovely.
It was great. He's a lovely old guy. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
And he found stuff in that one?
He found quite a lot of diamonds, gold,
fantastic.
Yeah,
petroleum.
we were hoping
We
for
were
that.
really hoping for that.
We mostly...
Right, so are you in the Kenya space when you're doing this digging, or were you
sort of-
more Willesden?
Willesden? Right, okay.
Willesden?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that part of the kind of greater Arab economy?
It's sort of how familiar with the Jubilee line are you?
I know that there is one.
Right, okay.
See,
Okay.
what we've been looking into is microspace.
Microspace. Okay,
Yes.
the microspace space.
Yeah. So
Okay.
imagine a garden.
Yeah.
And imagine a garden was smaller.
Yeah, okay.
And then lots of people had to share it.
Right, I mean, it sounds dreadful
Yeah.
so far.
So you
Really
take
bad.
one of those bits and you get just one drill.
Yeah.
You just go straight
Just
down.
dig.
Yeah.
Straight down, okay.
If you keep digging, eventually you'll hit gold.
Yeah. Unfortunately, what we were hoping to strike oil. What we struck was train.
We did strike a lot.
Train.
I mentioned the Jubilee line before that.
Yeah.
We did
'Cause they
strike a
have-
Jubilee line.
They have underground trains.
We do,
Yeah.
Don't they?
We
Yeah.
hit a train. We
So
really struck train.
You're on your allotment, and you're drilling straight down, and ding, and you go, oh great, I've hit a treasure chest, or maybe a
very fast moving treasure chest.
yeah, that's right,
Really,
or maybe like a thick seam of gold.
If you ever see on the news that there's disruptions on the underground.
yeah, I wish I do. Yeah,
We're trying to disrupt a lot of space.
Yeah.
And the space we're disrupting is TFL.
TFL, so a lot of spaces.
So planned engineering works. It's never planned. Never planned.
No,
We're just
we
disrupting.
planned some engineering work.
Yeah. And TFL just find out later. Really. That's what
Right,
happened.
Drills-
when you come crashing down into
Oh
the
yes.
tube train, yeah.
Straight through the carriage.
right,
through the carriage.
okay.
And then at that point, we also then can say, oh, legally, this is ours now.
Oh, because you found it under your plot
Under
of
our
land.
plot of land. There
How
we
far
go.
down does that apply? Like the Earth's
Oh.
molten core? Australia? Do you own parts of Australia as well?
I think we do actually. Yeah, I think we've
Right,
discussed
you
this, haven't we?
dig
It's
straight
certainly
down.
a bit of the molten Earth. We put a certificate in for.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've
The
asked
problem
if
is
we
the
can have
drills
that.
keep melting.
Right, okay, because they get too deep and then
Get
it's really
too
hot
deep, get
down
too
there.
hot.
Get too deep. And actually,
Because obviously there's hell as well you've got to go through.
Yeah.
What ideas do you
So
have? Do you want to
after
get on?
digging failed
Yeah.
because of a lawsuit with TFL, our other idea was hot sloppy yogs.
Hot sloppy yogs, okay. So describe what these yogs are like.
What's the worst thing about yogurt?
Weird texture.
No, try again.
It's technically alive.
No.
Oh no, you're way off. I could say you're a bit cold.
Give us a top 10.
Okay, one, weird texture. Two,
Technically alive.
technically it's alive and you're putting it in your body.
Yeah.
Three, slightly weird tart taste unless you got very heavily flavoured stuff.
You're not hitting on it at all.
Okay. Four, not available in a gold lame version.
Write that down.
No,
Write that down.
We'll write that down. We'll write that down.
Well, you can have that one for free.
Thank you.
I've got 100,000 better ideas before I eat breakfast, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Which is ironically sometimes a yogurt.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I'll save you the rest. It's too cold, isn't it? It's too cold.
I'm listening.
It's too cold.
I'm listening.
What if we could heat that yog right up?
Heat that yog in the bog.
Heat that yog in the bog. You can have it in the bog if you want.
So these yogs they're hot and I understand they're sloppy as well.
Well, we're going to that. Hang on,
Yeah.
just bear with us.
So we heated the yogs.
We heat the yogs.
got
We
them real hot.
Yeah,
real hot.
yogs.
People
Real-
were-
unpleasantly hot.
People
Okay.
were burning their throats. All lovely.
All-
just
Yeah,
as we
yeah.
hoped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is crucial.
when you get the yog,
Yeah.
you don't know quite how hot it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we thought is, if people could burn their hands and thumbs as the yog spilled over the side,
Right.
then they'd really know how hot it
no,
was.
So they'd be
and then that's
forewarned.
brand marketing. And also, people go, ow, this yogurt's just burnt me. Suddenly you're listening going, a yogurt that's burnt you? Well, that sounds interesting. I should go buy that.
That
People
sounds
are sh-
disruptive.
Yeah, they're
Disruptive.
shouting out our adverts
Yeah.
involuntarily.
Yeah,
They go,
I've been burned
it's
by
a
my
hot
yogurt.
sloppy yog!
Yeah,
Ah!
Suddenly you see a scarred red thumb. What
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
thinking? You're thinking hot sloppy
That guy
yog.
really needs to get a car somewhere.
Hot sloppy yog.
Hot sloppy yog. Sorry,
sloppy
yeah, of
yog.
course.
Hot
So that's
sloppy yog.
another copyrighted idea.
We don't let them put lids on them.
Yeah.
No. So they
No lids. We're the first
Open-
hot yogurt company to ban lids.
So there are other hot.
If you put a lid on one of our fucking yogurts, if you had a fucking lid,
Well, he's getting really upset
I don't like to swear.
This is actually the one thing he gets really
I get really
upset about.
fucked off about this.
Yeah,
Everything
I suppose-
else, he's
I'm
quite
not jubilant right now.
because he's quite level usually.
Usually
I guess
quite level.
if your Julies don't work properly, you've got to find somebody to get passionate about.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
passionate about hot sloppy yogs.
and it's
Okay.
the lids.
It's
the
lids. I saw
He can't
one
keep a lid on it.
motherfucker, one mother...
It's all right. Yeah,
I got too upset, too angry.
yeah. He cared too much.
Cared
Right.
too much. I saw one guy put a Pringles lid on one of our sloppy yogurts, and I lost it.
It was too small though. Fell
It
right
wasn't.
in.
Is that why you had to step away? Because I mean, you're so passionate about this. I can't help but feel it must have been really hard for you to.
It was
Really hard.
number one.
Yeah.
Too passionate.
Yeah.
Number two, we only sold about 3.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Okay.
true. We did.
Also,
but they were really big.
Right.
Huge.
They were
Vats, really.
They were vats. Really
Vats of hot sloppy yog.
Hot
Yeah.
sloppy yog.
Hot sloppy yog vat.
Hot sloppy yog vat.
Hot sloppy yogs. It's too. It's you care too much about
Yeah.
it. You got to step away. What comes next?
What did come after that? I'm trying to think now.
I think
You got to
we've
copyright some more ideas.
We've just done the 2 things.
We did-
So you've done digging, you've done hot sloppy yog vats. What comes next for you two, the gruesome twosome?
1, 2, 3. The
Muddle
Man.
guys.
Oh,
Muddle.
fuck's
This
sake.
time it was me.
It was you.
Right,
I'm getting
so
better
it's
at it.
it's. I
The Muddle
think
Men.
it's getting harder and harder to understand it each time you say it. But it's the muddle men.
The
is it?
muddle men. We're the muddle men. We're like the middlemen, but we muddle things up as well.
Do you know
Okay.
what?
So the point
We
of
can
it,
do it right now.
Okay.
I think
A live demonstration.
One can argue we've been doing it for about 40 minutes.
3 to 4 hours,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, or 12 minutes based on how much of this I'll keep in.
Yeah, good point.
Would you like to see what we do?
Yeah, I'd love.
okay,
Do you know what? Sorry, Sam. I'd fucking love that.
Right.
Okay. This is what we do. Imagine you are in a meeting. Or
Yeah.
you've called a meeting.
Always.
It's got to be a simple meeting.
Now,
Okay.
what we'll usually do is we'll hide in the meeting room
Yeah.
Okay.
overnight if possible.
Yeah.
So that we can just kind of pop up pretending we're tying a shoelace.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
People come in.
Well, you sort of come. You do the second half of tying the shoelace, which is sitting back up again.
Yeah.
Like that shoelace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
okay.
what a shoelace I've just tied.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
then bam, you're in the
Often
meeting.
I
You're in
will
the
say,
meeting.
I've been here but 30 seconds.
Okay.
And that people don't question that. at
I've
all.
got a suggestion. I'm sorry. I know this is your business, and I'm not here to tell you how to do your job.
Sure,
You know,
sure.
I'm not coming down to where you work and slapping the dick out of your mouth. But
Not coming down to hot sloppy yogs and turning down the heat. Yeah.
well, exactly. Yeah, quite right. So, another tip for you, if you don't mind me saying,
Sure.
broskies, is you take a pen in with you.
Yeah.
Sit up. Give the pen to the person sat next to you. Say, "There's that pen you dropped."
That is a
Do
good
you know
one.
what I mean?
We
You've
do as well.
invented a fictional pen.
Yeah, love that.
Sometimes because when we sneak in before, like as you say, we sleep here overnight. We'll bribe the cleaners.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We'll sleep underneath the
meeting table.
The meeting table.
The optimization workspace.
And what I often do is we have the sleeping bags. I stuff the sleeping bags down my trousers.
Yeah, of course. yeah.
And then do that.
Okay.
That's sort of the plan. Is that we go, we go in. We're pretending to tie a shoelace. We do the pen. We've done the pen thing before, haven't we?
Oh, have you? Okay. Go,
Well,
nice
often,
one. Nice one.
actually, something we have invented, and I guess we can copyright it right now 'cause
Okay.
we're on a podcast. Was
Yeah.
We did invent edible sleeping bags. We haven't taken them to
Wow.
market yet.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
You sleep in it, quickly eat it,
Yeah.
and then you're ready for
You've
the
got to
meeting.
really quickly eat it, though. You've
Yeah.
really got to.
Why so
quickly eat
quickly?
And
What's the problem?
remind me, Petey, what were they called?
Why would I gone for sleeting bags?
it? Hot
Yeah.
sleepy bags.
There you go. That's it. Hot sleepy bags.
Hot sleepy bags.
Well, that's great. That's actually even better than what I said.
Yeah.
This is why we're getting you guys on the show, right? Because obviously I'm really great at almost everything, but occasionally there's something where I go, someone else might also be just about almost equally great.
Sorry,
They-
just to make it clear, they're not supposed to be eaten.
Oh yeah. They are just normal
Anything-
sleeping.
Oh, so they're edible if you can eat a sleeping bag.
Everything's.
Anything's edible.
We have made a type of sleeping bag, but it is poisonous if it comes into contact with saliva.
Right, so you're kind
So
of,
you just have
you've
to
got
really
a tissue in your mouth, you're
you've
soaking it
got
all
to-
up.
You've really got to swallow it like a duck.
yeah.
Okay, so it can't touch any part of the
Can't
mouth or
touch
tongue.
any part of the mouth.
You
Just
roll
gotta
that thing up
go,
tight and you just sort of choke it down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
great.
quite hard to do, I will say, as people are coming into the meeting.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't.
And then you're as a sleeping bag is protruding from your mouth.
I
you
imagine
say,
that would make
"Oh,
it-
there's that pen you had.
Yeah. I'm imagining that's going to make a really pretty singular noise when you're gulping
certainly,
down that,
yeah.
deep throating that sleeping bag.
and you would not imagine what it does inside. I have not
Right.
pooped since '09.
Really, because it's absorbing all of the content that's going down the old gullet hole.
None of my business.
Right, I suppose not.
No
What-
poop since 09. That's what,
what-
they call him. Sam, no poop since 09. Smattering.
Right.
So the meeting begins, and you are none the wiser that we're not supposed to be there.
Okay.
You are none the wiser.
Yeah.
We've sat down in our chairs.
Everyone else comes in. What you do is You look at your watch,
Yeah.
or your neck if you're you,
Yeah, or my neck, or any of my arms or legs. Yeah.
Course, yeah.
or you try and peer through the viscera on your windows to Big
Yeah,
Ben.
just look down
Yep.
to Big Ben. It's quite hard to see at that distance, actually. It's not
Yeah,
the most
with all the
effective.
birds, especially.
You look at your watch.
Yep.
You look at your clock as if to intimate, oh, you, not I, am late. I've got lost in the grammar. You are late for the bill. No, you are late for the meeting.
Yeah.
I'm here on time.
Yeah, okay. So you're
yeah.
immediately asserting dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going, I was here at the correct time. Where were you?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And so the meeting begins. It's a very simple meeting. It
Hmm.
should take no less than 15 minutes, I would say.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
On a
standard.
asserting dominance.
That's what you're hoping for, at least.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And then we come in. Sorry.
Yeah. I think on asserting dominance, it's a really important thing to do in any sort of business strategy meeting, because you want to straight away make it clear who the big dog is and that it is you that is the big dog and that's you.
Sometimes you can start a meeting by saying, I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite good. Yeah. And then make them audition for you to stay longer
Yeah.
than 13 seconds.
Yeah,
That's true.
Is your time worth their time?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what I'll sometimes do is just say, did you get dressed in the dark this morning? You look like shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the business proposition? You know, like start
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
note.
I do that as well. So usually I am choking back a...
You've got some food just around your mouth.
Do I?
Yeah, it's gone now. You see what I did there?
Oh, that's great.
I made you feel completely
a bit of
inadequate.
sleeping bag around my mouth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Did
Actually,
you
it's-
shit
it's-
on your own face before you got here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down, actually. This is really good.
I-
Guys, this is a really good brainstorming
I
session.
walk down the street and say that to people all the time.
Yeah.
Just-
How does it work out for you?
And have they?
What? Shat on my face?
Yeah.
Well, some of them have, yes. Yeah.
Downside, I suppose.
Sounds more like a you problem.
Yeah.
Skill issue.
So let's get back to this
yeah,
meeting.
okay,
So
okay,
you're...
sorry.
So it's a 15-minute meeting.
Yeah.
Meeting.
And we can stretch it out to what?
Well, the first thing you sort of say, well, has everyone agreed on the points of order? I will stand up and say, absolutely not.
And just sit
Right,
down.
okay.
I'm sorry, we have to go back to square one.
Yeah.
And they say, what's square one in this scenario? This is a simple lawfare meeting, a simple meeting where we're talking about some kind of law construction. You know, law.
And then I'll say something like, legal says it all has to change.
Legal says that all has
This
to
is
change.
great.
Back
This is
to
great.
square one.
Okay.
Sometimes I say, we're going to have to change the game. We're not even playing Snakes and Ladders anymore. We have to talk about what game we're playing. Maybe we're playing Uno now. We're not in that square. We're back before
Now-
the concept of boards.
Yeah.
When he
Lovely,
says
no.
that, if I just pop out a pack of Uno,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I'm lucky, I can get 2 or 3 rounds of Uno going.
That's
no
true.
problem.
He starts doing it quickly.
I
That's
deal.
great,
I
that's
deal
great.
quickly, and I just put a
Oh.
card down. See how people react. See what happens.
He does
Yeah.
the first one quickly, but once he's established that he's going to do Uno, he does the rest of them incredibly slowly.
Yeah.
Right, so first one, just to wrong foot the
to-
expectation,
yeah,
just
and they're
like bang, bang.
And they're like,
quick
oh,
game,
okay,
yeah.
we're playing Uno. I know how Uno works.
Okay.
Then we really slow it down because the aim here is to make this meeting last as long as possible.
and
Just while
these cards
Yeah.
smell.
They smell.
They really smell.
Okay.
Oh, they
smell
smell
of what?
very-
What kind of thing?
Well, they've been in
my.
my suit for 15 years.
Yeah.
Right, so just stink, just built
Yeah,
up.
And,
over
and
the
when,
years.
when he says suits, they are the same robes that he was wearing at uni.
I did notice you were still wearing academic robes. I didn't know if they were the same.
These are now business robes.
Yeah.
If
Right,
you see,
okay.
I've cut the central robe
Yeah.
into 3 strips.
Okay.
So the middle strip.
I'm
looks
seeing
like,
a lot of your inner
I
thighs on
looks
will
each
like
say,
a
side.
tie.
I really wish he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
wearing
I
something
see.
underneath. I really do. I've said this to him many times. I wish he was wearing something underneath.
Well, your Scott Joplin keeps poking out to say hello now and then
Yes.
from the middle strip, the tie strip in the middle.
Yeah. Well, no, the tie hides it.
Yeah, well, most of the time, but I mean,
one hope so.
No,
One hope
I
so.
assure you, the tie hides
You
it.
quite often-
Let me just say it's a bit ragtime down there.
yeah, it certainly is. And also, you uncross and cross your legs quite a bit, and so it's kind of a Sharon Stone and Basic Instinct.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
the
situation.
tie. I mean, I've assumed for 20 years that the tie is hiding it.
So keeping this meeting going and going,
Just
the
gotta
Uno's
keep
come
it-
out, it
Uno's coming
stinks.
out, and you're at this point thinking, oh, we might have to keep booking this meeting hall. These guys are doing a great job. They must, they're really bringing added value. They're bringing added value to this meeting.
So at this point, they want to leave.
Yeah.
And what you do is, bam, you hit them with your first invoice.
Oh, yes.
This
Yes.
is good stuff.
This-
Okay.
and usually, how much do we say usually invoice?
£2,000-3,000.
2,000-3,000.
Right, two
Nothing
consulting fee.
too big.
Nothing too hefty.
big.
No,
You
no,
don't
small
wanna-
amount of
You don't want to go on with a 50 for.
50 for.
You don't want to go in not first hand 50 for.
50,
You don't wanna-
50 large boys.
you don't want 50 large boys.
Okay.
You don't want 50 large boys.
No.
You want to go
That's
in.
just
to-
walking around the meeting room money.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And that's a great amount of money because, if it's any lower, people are like, well, I'm not paying that. Do these people value themselves so low? It's any more, they start to question what you've done.
Yeah. But at that price,
perfect.
they'll just tap on.
They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
tap
yeah.
on.
We've got a little box.
Yeah.
Just tap
You've
on
got your
pay.
iZettle and you pop
Yeah,
it down,
yeah.
5,000, 5K, 5Gs.
If people question and say, well, I don't know what you provided for this meeting except a regurgitated sleeping bag and a game of Uno, we usually say optimization.
Yeah.
It's quite a good thing.
It's a great word. I mean, I've used it several times today.
It's really good.
And I think what's great about optimization as a word and a concept is that you're optimizing things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, would you like a negativization? Or,
Exactly.
Or pessimization?
Look at my cup of coffee here, right? It is being served in a pearl cup that was hand carved by one of Princess Diana's children.
Which one?
Well, actually, I think this one was Harry.
You can tell, can't you?
It's not the best one.
Not the best.
Willie's, though, they're stacked up in the cupboard, and they are absolutely note perfect, those cups.
Of course.
So, yeah, mother of pearl coffee cup there. If I said to you, do you want a cup of coffee? You might be like, maybe. If I said, do you want an optimal cup of coffee?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to go,
I'm grabbing you by the lapels and saying, put that coffee down my throat!
That's right. Get it down there. Yeah, boiling hot sloppy coffee down your throat.
Boiling hot sloppy coffee down my throat!
I'll take a hot sloppy yog sized vat of that optimized coffee. So when we optimize things, in many ways, what we are doing is making them optimized.
Optimized. We're definitely optimized.
So you've optimized this meeting by making it take a long time, then asking them for 5 large.
Yeah,
now,
well,
what
three.
happens?
Yeah, 3 to. Well, so we start
2 to 3
we start
large.
2 to 3 large.
Okay.
And then once we one time, you're very good at this. You say, "Oh, it hasn't gone through," and then
They do it a second time.
and you go, "Oh, it did go
6K.
through."
And then you go splitting or paying together.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, and then obviously you just try and tap. And then as the meeting's going on, PT will distract them, talk about something, say one of his classic bits.
Well, so I've got quite a lot of routines. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the? Have you what?
And while he's doing that, what I do is I walk around the room.
Unexpected item in bagging area, is it? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
with
while
the
he's doing that,
self-checkout tills?
I walk around the room with the Zettel
Hey.
thing,
Yeah.
and I'm just tapping people's pockets.
Yeah,
Right, nice.
I'm just
okay.
hitting them for 2, 3, 2, 3.
You're gonna have to.
Okay,
You're gonna
yeah.
have to. Oh, I'm sorry, that banana's got to go through the scanner. What has your banana got a barcode on it? No, they've painted it on sometimes.
This is absolutely. Why can't the comedians on television learn?
Well,
know, this
he'll
is
do
what-
that for 50 minutes, not Wednesdays.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
15. No, usually. Well, there's a big light. Often Sam will flash a big light to say that's your 15 minutes up.
That's your time,
blast,
yeah.
I blast right through that.
Right,
I
okay,
will blast
great.
right through that.
So at this point in the meeting,
Yeah, so we've had all this great stuff,
We've
yeah.
usually hit lunch.
Okay. Lunchtime.
Now, what you can't do is
Let
let
them
them
go
go
to
to
lunch.
lunch.
You
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
break for lunch. Oh, never. That we once ran a sort of a seminar with people, and they said, "You let them go to lunch, do you?" And I got really wrapped up.
You get passionate
I got
about this
really-
too.
I was like, "You don't fucking let them go to lunch."
This is another hot sloppy yogs, as far as I
This is
can tell.
he was actually at that point trying to put a lid on a hot sloppy yog. I slapped it out of his hands and I said, "You don't let them go to lunch, and you don't put a lid on your hot sloppy yogs."
And
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's made that very clear.
he was hospitalised for several months due to the burns.
The
He
burns
was,
on the
yeah.
hot
I
sloppy
did. I
yogs,
managed to slap it up and over him.
Yeah, you
not
sort of
underneath.
you slap the lid off it, but you catch the top of the cup as well.
Oh yeah.
And
I've got really
we've
good
all
at
been
it
there.
now.
Yeah.
It's your one skill, really.
My one skill and my stand up, of course.
Right, so we've hit lunch. They're hungry. They're angry. They really want a coffee. They're not allowed to have one.
At that point, I say, "Don't worry, guys. I've provided lunch.
Right,
We
okay.
can keep this meeting going."
Is it going to be hot sloppy yogs?
Well, I stick my fingers down my throat and bring up the sleeping bag then.
yeah,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're going to carve that up like a tear and share with the...
Oh yeah, it is very tear and shareable.
Yeah.
It's zip and
Especially
share.
after your stomach acids have been at it for a little bit, I
Yeah,
imagine.
it's unzip and share. You just,
Unzip and share.
Yeah.
At this point, by the way, people are trying the door. Just
Yeah,
they're, you
yeah.
know, they're scrabbling over each
Hammering
other,
at it, yeah.
hammering at the door.
And what do we put on the door?
My
The Zettel.
That's genius. So
they're
your second
tap,
Zettel is on the
tap,
bang.
tap,
Yeah.
tap.
That's right.
people's Apple Watches beeping.
Oh, that's right.
beeping.
Getting stung for 2-3K at a time. Yeah, great. I mean, you must have been racking up like a couple hundred thou at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy
Sweet.
at this point. And what's interesting is the bosses are always they never move, do they?
Hmm.
The minions are there sitting going, I want to get out.
Minions. I love those guys.
I know they're really funny. They're really funny. Do you know they didn't work for Hitler?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Muddle men.
Muddleman. This is what's interesting. This is what I was gonna say. There's the workers and the employees. They're all just sitting. They're trying to get out. They're really
Trying to
upset.
get their beeping the Izettel over and over
The
again.
bosses are looking at us, nodding.
They
Yeah,
are
right,
impressed.
They're impressed. They're thinking,
You've had an impact.
"Oh,
What have we
yeah.
established?
Yeah?
Dominance.
Dominant. Exactly. I mean, absolutely.
We've had impact. That's
not she pact.
Yeah, that's a masculine kind of pact.
I know, woke, right? This is real talk, okay? This is Faces of Conquest with me, Tez Tucker, brought to you by Rifkin's Blood
middleman.
Diamond.
Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, I've got to say it because otherwise I won't be getting the sponsorship money.
Yeah.
So, Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. You want an authenticated blood diamond with a certificate telling you where the blood's come from and who. Rifkin's Blood Diamonds, the only place with authenticatory blood certificates. Moving on. Okay, so now back to the action.
Just got to jump in there.
Yeah, sure.
My dealer promises me up to 3 or 4 deaths per diamond. What kind of thing do Rifkin's offer?
They'd call that chump change, quite frankly, because they're going to say that villages have been wiped out for these
That's
diamonds.
amazing.
That's right, yeah.
And are you wearing any on your watches?
Every single watch I'm wearing, in fact, all 7 of them, they are all 7, the odd number being the
We're fully aware.
the old chap. Every single one of them contains at least 5 Rifkin's Blood Diamonds at this very moment.
That's
This is what I love about Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. It's a product I use.
Yeah.
So advertising, it feels very sincere. Do you know
It's
what I mean?
very sincere. And it's also, I love it in your teeth as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got
Very
several
shiny.
teeth, diamond teeth. Yeah, that's right. They're removable, actually. Oh, sorry, no, they're not. I forgot. Anyway, so let me put this to you, lads. The model men.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I saw someone like you coming, because obviously time is money, as we've said
Yep.
several times now. My business is all about making money
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So, if I'm seeing a meeting that I'm having run and it's being disrupted by stand-up comedy, by a guy whose Julies keep popping out around the corner of someone's T-shirt flap. So all these distractions are coming in. If I could identify the source of that distraction that was de-optimizing the meeting, I'd have that person tased.
No.
As a rule of thumb.
That's what you'd expect. But
Yeah.
what usually happens is by about 4 or 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
the only person with the power to end the meeting is, of course, the CEO.
Of course, yeah.
And so to stop the meeting, they'll just give us vice CEO,
Oh, yeah.
vice president.
Like a CFO, chief financial.
Yeah,
kind of-
we'll just be given whatever role he's
Executive
got.
director, like
on
something.
the condition that we never go into their office ever again. In fact, that we never stay in their city.
Never
ever
set
again.
foot.
No, yeah.
And
Cannot stay in their
what'll
city.
happen is we'll just leave the building,
Yeah.
receive a paycheck for a while,
Yeah.
and then they'll stop it at some interim. And when we notice that it's been stopped, we'll go
Go back
Lawsuit.
again.
we'll go muddle men another one.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay,
Well,
great.
and the other thing is that sometimes people will see that, they'll go, wow, these guys are really good at disrupting meetings. Maybe they can go disrupt one of our competitors' meetings.
I see, so you can also be used as a sort of business weapon.
Oh, yeah, we're very much a weapon.
However-
we are
Greatest-
both massive weapons.
Yeah, well, that's become clear.
Usually,
So-
when that happens, though, we do
Especially Sam.
tend to make the stock price go sky high. Actually.
Sky high,
when
yeah.
sent in as a weapon, it's like our powers diffuse.
Oh, yeah.
And suddenly-
Okay, so you
we become
can't,
incredibly efficient.
Yeah.
to put it another way, you two can't not fuck up.
Yeah.
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 So, like, when you're trying to fuck up, you do things really well.
Yeah.
Get some really good decisions made. Everyone's got actionable tasks they can
Yeah.
handle. Yeah,
I
okay.
believe we were cursed.
Yes.
Do you know where the source of this curse might have been? Did you, like, any old women that you ran over or, that sort of...
Yeah, I think it was that old woman we ran over.
Did you... Did you anger any sort of mystic-seeming old
She
ladies?
was. The problem was we ran over this old woman in our Jag, and she was
We were
uttering
12 at the time.
she was
Right.
uttering one word of the curse between each reversing over.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
and then
backed up. You
back up.
You
Oh,
went
yeah,
business. Okay.
You too will be cursed to fail.
But in Latin, obviously. So you've been cursed. Wow, okay, that's it's quite a turn up for the books. It's quite an exclusive here for us at Tez Tucker's Faces of Conquest, sponsored by Rifkin's Blood Diamonds.
But we copyright that curse.
Oh, you're copyrighting the curse.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think the old lady might have something to say about that? I mean, I'm assuming she's died.
Well, her body is dead,
Right, okay, but
but
you
of
still...
course her spirit is.
I'm going to guess you're looking in the mirror, doing your teeth in the morning, she stood behind you.
Oh, she will not stop being standing behind
You
us.
turn around, she's not there. Yeah, that kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah. There's a lot of standing behind us and
Yeah.
being generally quite spooky.
And of course,
Screeching at any nighttime screeching?
certainly screeching in the
Okay.
night time as well.
And of course the-
sometimes that's me.
the curse bound us together. We can't ever separate.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I did notice that when you went over to throw a piece of paper away in the wastebasket over there, then your friend here, Petey, did have to stay the exact same distance from you.
Yeah, if I were to go too far, it would be as if I was yanked backwards by a metal collar around my neck.
That must be really inconvenient when you're getting some hot puss.
Yeah, if that were to happen, I'm sure it would be.
Oh, you're not getting none?
It's inconvenient for me because I obviously get hot puss,
Yeah.
As you said,
as
yeah.
I've said many times.
Yeah.
He has to just sit there and watch. We have a very normal relationship.
I mean, it does really sound like, whether by choice or by curse, you are the third in the situationship, Sam.
Yeah. I just be close.
UB's close.
I try not to watch. I try not to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of other things.
You know what you could use then?
Yeah.
Great podcast like this.
Oh.
I'm here with the Muddlemen, Sam Smattering and P.T. Woodhouse. Now, guys, we've reached the time when I ask the big question that everyone in the business world is trying to get to the bottom of right now. What is AI?
If you were to take a computer
Yeah, okay.
and melt it down.
That's the things that the drones use down in the offices.
Beepity boop.
Baby boop, okay, I've seen that.
If you were to melt down a beepity boop.
Yeah.
And pour it into the ear of a man.
Of a man, okay. Molten metal in the ear.
And then
Sounds a bit like hot sloppy yolks again, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, then you were to chop his head off.
Okay.
And then you were to set fire to the head.
Yeah.
What would be left there once it dries off, would be AI.
So we're talking a sort of brain-shaped metal carapace cooling on roadside.
Yeah, but it can talk. It would make jokes. It would have quips.
It makes so many great jokes.
Yeah, like imagine
sounds quite like PT at this
point.
point.
All my stand-up comes from this AI.
You get AI to do your... Oh, okay.
But specifically this AI, the one that we've beheaded.
Oh, so you did this?
Oh, well, how can we...
Legally, we can't say if we've done it, but it'll crack jokes in a kind of 90s Robin Williams sort of way.
Oh, so it's
very
quite
funny,
zany.
Very zany.
Zany energy,
sort of zany computer.
Somebody stop me!
So it's a zany
Robin
computer.
Williams.
It's been poured into a man's ear.
Smoking.
Somebody's murdered a drifter. Allegedly.
Somebody's murdered a drifter.
And may I say, Muddlemen.
Muddlemen.
Oh, that was great. That was the best one we've ever done.
The car!
Well, it's so... it's kind of hard to explain, really, but sort of a floating black veil just came in through the glass wall of the building and pulled both of my interview guests out, and they're now plummeting their deaths. That's it's an unconventional way to end a podcast, but I've got to say, a pretty optimized one. Pretty exciting. Anyway, so that's Sam Smattering and P.T. Woodhouse, a couple of really interesting guys. Well, they were, I should say. So I met, because the Shard, of course, is on a sort of angle, so that guy with his window squeegee is going to have to go and take care of that. Probably about 20 floors down, at an estimate. Anyway, so I guess the moral of today's story is never give up. If you've got a business idea, if you've got the heart for business, never stop, no matter what enormous failures you might have coming your way. And also, don't run over any magical old ladies. This is Tez Tucker here with Faces of Conquest, sponsored by Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. Now, here's back to that worm, Tom Crowley.
I did check with Tez just to make absolutely certain that his interview with the Muddlemen did end with them being pulled through a window by a ghost, and he insisted that it definitely absolutely did. He did also admit that the entire interview had been what he called mondo cocaine, however, so who's to say? What I can also tell you is that Sam and PT were found several hours later, alive and well, 12 feet down in the window washer's suspended platform hanging off the side of the Shard. The window washer, however, was knocked off in their fall and hit London Bridge Station like a thin paper bag full of offal. This episode is dedicated to his memory. And if you'd like to hear more from the Muddlemen, don't forget you can hear the full, extra-optimized, extra-business-maxed, vast, powerful cut of the interview by going to patreon.com/CrowleyTime and becoming a supporter of this show at any paid tier. Here's a taste of what you've been missing out on from this episode.
I was there on the other side of the bed. We share a bed.
That's how I got my pilot's license. If we all just said,
why use words at all?
Imagine a trust pig.
Tez is, of course, being sponsored by Rifkin's Blood Diamonds, but he has made it clear that my payment is being graced by his presence. So the Patreon money is the only cash I'm going to get. If you're already sponsoring the show, then guess what? You've already got the vast, powerful Faces of Conquest episodes. And if you give that little bit extra, then you're one of my executive producers. Tobias Anderson, Matthew Del Fabro, Aileen Joins, Brad, Sheena, Ellie Dickens, Katrina Powers, Marito, Meme, Jenko Jenkaloid, Steve Bowkett, Paul Tiemann, Brian Shymick, Andy Case, Kim M, Charlie Markley, George Cantor, Dr. the Eliminator, Laurel Carlson, James Rayliff, Maddie Sainsbury, Samantha Dye and Peter Shanks, Gordon Buxton, Nephi Allred, Anna, Abandoned Arse Glass Factory, Sophie Walker, Diggory Laycock, Matt Luckuck, Michaela McNally, Eleanor Trickett, Purple Strawberry, James Roberts, Amanda Waterman, Gigi Catherine, and Circumflex_Circumflex. That's patreon.com/Crowley Time to sign up for vast, powerful faces of Conquest and much more besides. Once again, I'd like to thank Jack Bernhardt and Tobi Wilson for putting us in touch with the Muddlemen. They're both writers, Jack perhaps best known for his work writing for Radio 4 and for TV's Horrible Histories and Horrible Science, and for his extensive career as the stats guy in various Taskmaster spin-offs, and Tobi most renowned for writing most of the BAFTA-winning children's cartoon The Amazing World of Gumball, among countless other animated shows. But more importantly than any of that, they are my oldest friends and both founding members of my old sketch group, Sad Faces. Together we braved 6 Edinburgh Fringes and I learnt everything I know about comedy. Long live Sad Faces. I would also like to give a particular shout out for a project of Jack's though, as it shares a medium with this show. New podcast sitcom You've Got Braille was written by Jack with comedian Rhys Finnegan and stars Steve Pemberton, Alison Steadman, Martin Treneman and even more comedy royalty all the way down the line. It's everywhere that podcasts can be found, so check it out. Then, in 2 weeks, if you can bear to listen to more business people talking, make sure to tune into this feed to meet another of the Faces of Conquest.